I'm urgently urging you to reconsider. I've done years of counselling work, and it's my inspirational journey of overcoming this and getting very skinny. And 2 years ago I was, and then they just destroyed my body with something that's made me have cancer with silica, and I'm bloating out, and I need urgent health care. And in that time, this guy became John's world and took over the world, and I was outcast as an aggressive dog that's very fat, and so I can't lose the weight. I'm very knowledgeable about health, and I've always been an inspiring person that overcomes things. These are the cartoons, the political cartoons. They've actually shown that I was killed in a stink of like a massive thing that I'm stinky, but 2 years ago I was totally inspiring, and I was overseas trying to get my rights for asylum, and I'm just being killed. This is the stench pond. They've made me a number. I'm really sick and injured, and they won't stop, you know. I'm totally endangered. I've got nowhere to live. They're taking me out of homes. They're paying people to only be on their side, burying the evidence in the council. And this woman, Kamala, was outcasting me all over Australia, her and Mary, I think. And I'm asking for the toilet video because it's injustice. So he's going around calling me a cunt, and I'm innocent. Like, they've even let Terry, who is a loser, be this massive rich guy, and he's a real loser. I mean, he hasn't done anything great in his life, but I did. I had to overcome generational problems. I've got an education in design, I've got an education in counselling. I was doing inspiring work in Australia. That's the bloodshed in the house I'm in, and they don't care. It's like this country wants to treat me bad. I didn't even get sympathy for overcoming the face violence that I went through. They just threw me in the toilet in rubbish and said I'm fucking ugly after they got me lead poison twice. This is me healed, and they did it to me again, and I'm constantly being harmed. And this shows I'm a humanitarian, see? INFJ. Being bullied makes people incredibly insecure. Like, they're keeping me alone and saying nobody wants me and I don't have any choices. You think that I've got choices? I don't. This is the kind of photography I do and the things that inspire me. I've been beaten so badly. This was what my image was like in the past. I had this massive mane of black hair and a very big face with big soulful eyes. I'm harassed daily that I'm fucking ugly and on the dough. In Australia I made this because they made all these women as hot women, and they're keeping me as rubbish. You know, this is me 5 years ago, and all I wanted was to make my face better and to go back to my counselling work. It's something that I really enjoy, helping people. And my body isn't fat through my own choices. They've destroyed my body with some sort of sewing stuff and putting this Morgellons in me. It's like the second time they've done this public hanging, and this is the thing, I can't get to this stage unless I have my needs met, which is water, which they're poisoning. They won't let me sleep when I'm sick. They don't give me safety. I'm punched out. I don't have love and belonging. It's an absolute tragedy. This was years ago. I asked Tammy to ask if she knows any women's groups, and she just said that she knows my heart's good and I'm being gossiped about. This shows I was active. I started off and then I got it up quite high. I was getting up to 20,000 steps, and this is me January. Now, I look really sick now, and this shows how long I'm neglected, and yet she keeps making me unwanted and poo and ugly, and I feel like it's unethical of the chocolate lady. She's not telling people that my face was ruined twice and that she keeps me in poverty, because this is from actual criminals. So you should say the criminals are keeping me poor. Physical abuse, yes, my stomach's been physically going through violence so that only Risker has a nice stomach for the public, and making me lower class. And it's violence because I have had more experiences in life than these people. They've just bought all these they got into housing instant. instant contracts to act, and they got given a lot of money, and it's, you know, it's not fair because I've been sexually abused, psychologically and emotionally abused, because they're filming me daily in my home, and I always had habits, but I'm going through so much right now about my family and everything, and they still make me labour for free, which is a war crime. And it's abuse, it's discrimination. This is me in Australia. See, I was up every day getting ready and trying to have a good life doing art. This is why I think I've got leukemia, because of the bruising around my eyes. She's got leukemia. And I'm not getting answers. This is me, a humanitarian. It's just tragedy.